into the magazine and how what you're doing is so fucking dope, and I mean that shit. And
I appreciate that.
all right, so we're technically live now.
Okay.
I'm gonna have you connect with my homeboy Diamond, definitely. Those who are watching, I'm making sure my wife yells we're live again before I jump back into the interview, so I don't just be looking stupid like last time. So as soon as she yelled at, we're gonna.
Mic check 1 2.
We good? All right, so we back. So we, as I was fixing that obvious technical difficulty, we were talking about the genesis of this program, and you had a little memory lane thing where you were saying, "Oh damn."
Flashback.
The reason I was put on because someone helped put myself on.
Yeah,
put me
absolutely
on.
right.
How
You
did that go
definitely got to show homage, and acknowledge where you get your inspiration from. It's the difference between taking it and, not showing love. So I do recall when I first moved back to Baltimore, and I'm not accustomed to people sitting on your steps. You know what I'm saying, waiting for the bus and stuff. So this lady was sitting on my porch, and I kind of, I guess aggressively was like, "You gotta get off my porch." And she was like, "Your little sister normally let me sit here," and I'm like, where they do that at? But anyway, it just so happens I let her sit there, and she talked to me about her craft of jewelry making and how she's just creative and X, Y, and Z. So it's funny. I befriended her for some other reasons because I was convenient for her to know, and she actually taught me the skill of jewelry making. Why? Because I ended up getting sick out the blue. When I moved here, I just got like sick one day. I couldn't breathe, and I was like, I go to the hospital. And they was like, got some fluid around your heart, and we don't know why. Ain't nobody know why. I'm okay now, but at that time I wasn't. It was real serious. It was like, we gonna have to cut you, and I'm like, for what?
Right.
So when I spoke to her, because she kept in touch with me, and she said, well, I'm gonna help you make some money. She was always about, she was used to just make money off her gift of creating. I sell jewelry, I'm used to be in Vegas and this, that, and the third. I'm gonna show you how to make some jewelry. You can make my orders for me. I'll pay you X, Y, and Z per one. And this way you got something to do while you're in the house healing. And I was like, that's a blessing. Like, thank you for giving me something to do and some bread in my pocket since I can't go nowhere. So she taught me her craft, everything specific far as style was concerned from an old school level. You know what I'm saying? Like it was dope. Like her style. Shout out to Jiva Lois, that's her name.
Okay, Ms.
And
Lois.
she's still here in Baltimore. She's about 70 years old. She likes to stay on the low. So that was also a struggle. As I started to make her jewelry for her, I got better. And she was like, Camille, what do you want to do next? I said, I want to go back to New York. Let me help you with your brand. And she paid for me to leave Baltimore and go to New York. That's when Sidekicks first came out. She bought me a sidekick.
Bought you a sidekick?
She was like a God-sent mother. Shout out to my mom. But
and started from her sitting on your step.
Yes. Helping me while I was sick out the blue. I've never been sick in my life at this point, but I went through, that experience. She taught me her craft, paid for me to go to New York. I went back to New York with 5 suitcases on the Greyhound, or with just some street cred, and was like, yo, I'm coming. Y'all got a spot for me?
Hold on. This is weird. So she said your sister allowed her to stay on the step.
To wait for the bus.
So was that enough to cool you down, or did you?
Yeah, because at that time my sister was my heart. That was like my daughter. So I felt if my sister felt safe with her, I wanted to know her better and what she knew.
So imagine if she didn't even feel like she wanted to give you that experience. Sometimes somebody say something, you like, I don't even feel like arguing. Okay, I'm gone.
Right.
How all the rest of that wouldn't have gotten play.
Right.
Or if you were a little more tempered that day to be like, I don't give a fuck, get off my step.
Get the fuck off
Sometimes
my
you could be the block to your own blessing.
Yeah.
Damn, that's weird. Sitting on my step and then help me take a step forward.
It's crazy. I will never forget like just the gems and the steps that I was able to take by this woman I never imagined meeting. You know what I mean? She had no kids. She was hella cool. She's a real cool lady. And like I said, her style of jewelry is great. And I went to New York, and that's how I learned the business, because I was shopping her jewelry in the bathroom and taking my cut. and etc. You know, because it was it was like having product. It was like somebody giving you a pack and saying, "Yo, take this,
Bring me back my
bring me
cut.
back my
Right,
cut."
right.
And it was so reasonable. Like she didn't even want much. She was like, "Give me $250 on this one," and like wholesale prices. I'm like, this jewelry I could sell for this amount and this amount. So it worked for me, obviously, because I was traveling and etc. You know, she paid, you know, for additional expenses. So it just helped me take the risk of putting myself out there in like a vulnerable selling situation, but it felt good because it was legal. You
Right,
know,
right.
in a
Always
sense.
that always feels a little bit better.
You
You're like,
know,
okay.
like, nigga, what you got?
Yeah.
What you doing?
Always a little more comfortable when you got cocaine in your ass cheeks. You're like, all right, yeah.
I just got some jewelry and flyers in my purse.
Right, right. What's her name again?
G. Velois.
G. Velois. Shout out G.
Gwen.
Velois and
Miss
shout out
Gwen.
Denzel Marshall. Their parallels there, and we appreciate you both. So,
Yes.
that is dope. I don't know why. I try to be nice to fucking everybody, right? And sometimes you just can't afford to, right?
Right.
But even when you can't afford to, she had to take a break. She had to sit on your step. You came out like, what the fuck is you doing on my step? Y'all figured it out, and it went that way. And sometimes I think it's just weird. You never know, right? Because you can't go back and rewrite everything and be like,
No.
damn. But it's like,
Right.
damn,
Would
how
I've
many
ever
times?
done that? Would I've been making jewelry? Like,
Ah.
and then learning the craft, and she actually gave it to me. She gave me material and said, "You do you, and you do this for me." And it merged into so much. Like, who would have thought? Like, I was selling jewelry out of my friend's bedroom to being on a runway, making clothes to accommodate the earrings. You know what I mean?
She's from Vegas too? Was she from Vegas or Baltimore?
She was from Baltimore, but she went to Vegas and just worked as in them hotels and sold jewelry.
So from Baltimore, both of y'all, Vegas, New York, come back to Baltimore, get the fuck off my step. No, you can chill.
Right.
And then it goes just weird.
Amazing, right? It's
just weird how it all
weird
is.
and amazing.
And it never stops, because then when you go over there, you make connections, and it's just this big matrix web of like people interacting and cause and effect. You never know what the fuck is gonna happen. That's just weird. That's dope. All right, so back to the mag.
Back to full bloom.
Y'all covering events.
Woo-wee.
Reasonable prices for quality fucking shit.
Yes.
What's the turnaround time usually?
If excuse me. Turnaround time, I put out a magazine every month. So sometimes I put out
Do you sleep?
No, I got a 1-year-old son.
Oh,
it took me
you
3
don't
days
sleep.
to put him to sleep last week.
Ooh.
And you see the
doing this.
scar on my nose. He's fast with the hands.
Oh, I
now.
didn't see it.
don't
No.
get
He
sleep.
he
Well, I
nice
got
with the
some
hair?
makeup on. But yeah, he caught me real
My
good.
man. I mean, don't be hitting your damn mama. When my man say fast, it's good that he's fast with the hands. He's got to know where the target is.
Man, so no, I don't sleep. I really don't.
Once a
sleep.
month. So it's a pretty quick turnaround. Is what you're
It's
saying.
a quick turnaround, especially if we have everything to work with. So my thing is, don't be afraid to ask questions. If you already have a good team around you that produce good content, far as photography is concerned, or just setting up, you know, visually how everybody's going to look, or, you know, stage a place to do the photography, then it's easy turnaround. But if you're just coming from a space where you're not creative at all, but you can fund, you know, the idea of putting this together, it's cool, because we definitely have people that are eager to
right.
to do what they do best, which is create, style, bring that rack in, bring that team in, and say, look, how you want this. So the turnaround is quick. If you wanted us to do an event and then have it prepared, we could do it something like within a 2-week period.
We got an event. Oh man, we got an event on 420 or around 420. It's an elevation event. So at my classic event, not events, I always say events, but he be like, nigga, no S on that bitch.
Right.
Events, my nigga. I'm
Right.
I'm
it's
the
multiple
host.
events going
I'm like,
on.
yeah, multiple. He like, nigga, it's an event. But we got this one real cool, like, marquee event, elevation, where it's a big elaborate party, and part of it is like we have art vendors there and jazz and
Oh, nice, nice.
that needs to be covered.
Yeah,
And we have a
absolutely.
wonderful fresco imagery. He does a lot of our videography. My homeboy also came on here as well. I should probably hook y'all up too, because it's always good to have more resources, right?
Yeah, media coverage. People want
Always
photographers, and each person has a different eye for, you know, videography. So definitely hit us up. Get on the team, because, you know, it's work.
He does a great job, but we haven't I think this is cool. This is something to just commemorate
Mm-hmm.
what we're doing, especially for that one event. Maybe if you do it for one event a year,
absolutely.
this is and it's a good event.
Yeah, the
just for the
quality
Oh, it's
is
wonderful
is
quality.
is great. The
Look at
the,
the
the quality, and it's two types that we've been doing. Look, one of my little divas had this on the runway, and she was just flipping it and spinning it. I was like, "That's a
This
good
is
magazine. Ain't
dope.
no pages on the floor."
This is
Yeah,
dope.
this was media coverage of New York Fashion Week. Different designers that did their thing there. Shout out to JS1 again for giving us the award for best magazine of the
My man
year.
Jay.
Like, that was really, really special for us. It lets you know that you're doing something right, or at
Somebody's
least people
appreciating it.
acknowledging
Yeah.
what you're doing. And
Jay, a good dude.
yeah, man. So the quality is great. We definitely will take in all concerns of how you want it presented. And definitely will work out a package that makes sense for everybody.
I'm ready to be a model. My mama
You
said
should
my
be.
mama said I'm handsome,
Mm-hmm.
but I hear you gotta be real tall.
Not true.
Is it certain shots you can't do runway, but maybe you could do the
Do
little
print, yeah.
the print.
You
okay.
can do print work.
Okay.
So
okay.
yeah, definitely when you come across standards in the modeling industry,
Mhm.
far as runway is concerned, just do another lane. Print work is profitable because you can always sell your best features. So you definitely have a career in print work.
Okay.
They do have runway shows. Like if you work with designers exclusively, that's all of the reference you need. If the designer says he's in my
That's just
show,
what it is.
it is
We
what
going
it is.
short guy today.
Look, the photographer just gotta adjust.
He's gotta come down a
just
little
gotta
lower.
come down,
Give me
right.
the low shot. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Make me look
So,
big.
yeah, I would suggest play some public figures a little close and kind of just get in where you fit in.
All right, that sounds good. That sounds good. Baby, any other topics I ain't touch? I'm good. I do have some other topics I want to touch.
Mhm.
What do you do for fun? Now I know this is part of your fun, okay? That's what's the beauty of it, right? You love it. But what else do you like? Watching basketball,
I'm
Housewives. I you.
Nah, I'm really chill out. Like I like hanging out.
Okay.
I like being around my friends. I like, cocktail talk, having a good time. That's pretty like I like to dance. I like to just go out and listen to good music.
Okay.
I definitely been going and supporting the open mic scene lately.
You were telling me about that.
Yeah, but more or less, I'm old school. I can't help it. I'm used to kind of just sitting in the house eating, open
like me.
kitchen. Somebody got, nice cook going on,
Right.
or I'll cook. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I just like hanging with the homies.
Okay.
Yeah.
I dig it. Where do you see what you do? Because it could be this magazine, but it can blossom into something else, right?
Well,
Could bloom into something else.
Mhm.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years with all of this?
I definitely see us moving around. Hopefully we can go international. That would be ideal to show up and pop up, in some nice exotic places to just be a part of their press and those opportunities and getting some notoriety for the things that's going on internationally and merging that with the readers that we have now. What we're doing next will be in Texas. We'll be doing a cross promotion with Botany Plant Boutique.
Okay.
And it's really dope. They're gonna have it's all for the community, and we're gonna be doing a jewelry collection and distributing the magazine there, and some pop-ups and some
Wonderful.
really cool opportunities to everything we've been talking about, merging and sipping paints and bringing the artists together and using the study of living things and plants as a concept. So definitely check out botany-living.com, and you can read about our campaign in Texas coming in December.
That is wonderful. Anything else coming in the city? If they want to check something local?
Well, just follow us on Full Bloom
Okay.
Mag. On Instagram, you can definitely follow the website, fullbloommagazine.com. We'll try to keep you enlightened on everything we're doing. So.
Lovely. And anything, and I mean anything. All you got to do is hit me the DM and say, yo, fam, share this in
Okay.
story. Listen,
For
I
sure.
keep saying, I don't own none of this shit. I don't even know how to run Wi-Fi. So why I'm talking about it's my Wi-Fi, it's my page. Listen, if you got something dope and I can
Okay.
let somebody know about it that can save a life, that can inspire anything, I'm sharing it. So you let me know, hey,
right.
this is going on. I share it.
All right, we
That's how
got to
quickly it
go.
with me. I truly appreciate you coming on.
Thank you.
I definitely walked away learning a lot more about this.
Mhm.
Is there anything else you want to let the viewers know who will be watching this?
Well,
Period.
yeah, submissions. We don't pick like a set theme every month. We let the content dominate what we're doing. So don't be intimidated to send us photos. I know that we have a high quality photographers and really good photos that we uh publish. So get a good photographer. If you don't, reach out. We have many in our network. So send us an email, fullbloommag@gmail. For the kids publication, fullbloomkidsmag at gmail, and we'll contact you back in regards to being featured.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, so this is what Marvin usually close out, but this bitch ain't here. You can, of course, yeah, Marvin, the one
Right
that's
there.
she was like, oh shit. Of course, you can catch us on, as of right now, YouTube. We got some big news coming up in the next few months, but I'm gonna let y'all just simmer with that. I mean, big news. But YouTube, not safe for ears. Instagram, not safe for ears. Facebook, not safe for ears. We'll be streaming simultaneously. Listen, Full Bloom, y'all know what time it is. Look at this handsome nigga, man. Get him out my house. My wife here, get him out my house. Y'all can follow us on all those platforms. We will be back to the audio formatting shortly. As you can see, if the laptop is shutting down from just the video, imagine if I add some more components to it. So we'll get that up there soon. We appreciate y'all rocking with us. Make sure y'all follow this wonderfully talented
Thank you.
black
Full
woman
Bloom
out here
Mag.
grinding.
Full
Please
Bloom
do it.
Mag.
Please do it. And fuck your mother skunk. Have a wonderful day. And we're not live.